What's going on to the community? Social media awareness. We are back with another episode. In this episode today, we're going to be talking about TikTok brain and what that exactly means. So TikTok brain obviously is going to be some sort of short form content that you're constantly looking at, like we've discussed before on previous episodes, right? Those 15 to 60-second clips that you're just constantly scrolling, either from Instagram or TikTok. So that's what they're, referring to when they're talking about TikTok brain and what it's doing to people. And, is that causing an addiction or what's going on? So this is what we're going to talk about in this episode. I'm Half. This is Dre. And the YouTube channel is Trapped in a Timeline. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, talk to us. If there's things that you don't agree with us, let us know. If you do agree with us, also let us know. Just, comment what you feel. So like I said, we're talking about TikTok brain today and how short form content is really kind of molding everybody now, especially people who were born, from, the late 2015 and beyond, really. These are kids that just have been born with the internet and these social media apps their whole life, right? Like people like us, we're older, we've lived without this stuff. You know what I mean? So we can kind of
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
what do you say?
It's ruining our youth's brains.
It is killing us. I agree. But why
Now,
do you say that?
because now they have difficulty focusing on conversations.
Yeah.
You take them to a movie,
Yeah.
they got their damn phone out.
Even reading.
I mean, they can't read no more because they got this big light shining at them every single day. You try to get these kids a job. Put that phone away for 8 hours.
Could you imagine being a teacher nowadays, bro? What that's like, dealing with, say you got 30, 40 kids in your class and they all have phones.
Miss Smith,
Could you
that's some
imagine?
bullshit. Google says this.
Man, they're calling you out. Not just that, but kids everybody's looking at their phone. How can you teach a class when you got 30 to 40 kids all looking at different things, and they're not even paying attention? Like,
Because they need a class on deplugging. Everybody's looking for a charger. No, motherfucker, you don't need no damn charger. You need to deplug. You need to sit your ass down and read a book.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Or create something outside of this phone. And just stimulate your mind that way. I'm not saying you can't create stuff on the phone as well, but you got it 24/7 and you ain't focused. If you ain't focusing on what you need to be focused on, which a lot of them aren't.
No, I could just imagine like being a teacher nowadays, the grades, everything.
Man.
I'm sure that there's studies and everything showing that the grades and everything in every subject are just declining, all behind of these phones, because that's all these kids want to do.
How many of these kids got bad sleep patterns because of these damn phones?
Oh, that's what
You
they do.
sending
If you
them
don't take them to take the phone away, you don't think that they're on their phone, you're out your mind.
Yeah, you sending them to bed, and guess what they doing?
Oh, scrolling.
They on TikTok, TikTok. It's rotten in their brains.
When do you think we started normalizing distraction?
Normalizing distraction. Probably Apple ass when it came out with that smartphone and you got people waiting outside of stores like it's just a new fucking.
That's when the normalization.
Like it's Thanksgiving and I need a turkey. You got them all outside of these damn stores waiting for that damn phone. And now we're distracted by these phones because in all walks of life, we got it right there with us and we can't do our job. We ain't watching our kids. We ain't doing what we supposed to do. We spending too much time on this device when we didn't even have this device. Now some of us is growing up with it, and this is all we know, and this is all we care about.
So do you think it's an addiction, or do you think we're being conditioned now?
It's starting to be a condition because you're conditioning me for the bigger evil. And the bigger evil is what I'm trying to keep you guys aware of. You know what I'm saying? And the bigger evil, I mean, I don't even want to tell them about that. We got an episode about the bigger evil of social media, but right now I'm gonna just let y'all know when that shit hits, you guys are gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" It. Google bigger evil about social media. You guys are gonna be fucking blown away. But we got an episode about that. But I know that they're conditioning us for that because
Right.
that's something that I've been looking into, and we got a topic on it. So it's deep, man.
So
It's some deep shit.
we know short videos deliver rapid dopamine hits. We know that it's training the
Yeah.
brain
Yeah,
to crave constant novelty, right?
yeah.
Okay, so our attention spans are declining. Studies show that heavy short form users struggle with basic things like sustained attention tasks. I mean, algorithm reinforcement. The more you scroll, the more the algorithm just it feeds emotionally charged content. You know what I mean? Strengthening compulsive behavior. So I mean, it's just causing all these type of things with our kids, with the youth, even with the parents. You know what I mean? The memory impact, I mean, is crazy. Rapid content is just, we're switching and it reduces deep encoding, meaning people remember less of what they consume. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just bam, 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 bam. Instead, back in the day, you watch a movie, you may see a couple other things throughout the day. You're going to remember that movie, right? Nowadays, everything you see is in short 15, 30 seconds.
Cause I
You don't
seen
remember anything.
15 fucking clips of this movie before I
And that's what
seen
I'm
the
saying.
movie. So I
You're not,
basically seen the movie.
and they're not remembering anything. And that's the problem. You know what I mean?
What am I excited about? We got one fucking movie premiere and we was excited for the next 2-3 weeks before this goddamn movie come out. Now these movies come, oh, I got a leak, I got a leak, I got a leak.
right.
Motherfucker, you ain't leak shit. You done doctored up some shit with AI, put it out there,
And
and come on,
do
man.
you think people just kind of look at it like it's harmless? Like social media. Do you think most people like consider it harmless, or do you think people are aware of it, or what do you think that is?
But social media is actually neck and neck with alcohol right now because I still put alcohol number one, but social media is creeping up because you can mix this with everything. You can do some dumb, drunk, high shit, and if they catch you on social media with it, it lives forever. It
Right.
lives forever. Now it takes a life of its own. So now we get to see it. We get to humiliate you. People get to comment. So social media is definitely risen up the charts. It's a dangerous drug.
And I think it's also very dangerous because of the point of the amount everybody uses it. Everybody from kids all the way to senior citizens.
8 to 80,
Everybody.
they out here. They
Oh,
can't stop. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you introduce somebody to it, man,
that's what I'm
they
saying.
ain't gonna get off of it. You introduce
Absolutely not.
somebody to social media and tell me they gonna get off of it. That's a rare few. A rare few. Because most people is addicted to it. They got the scroll hands. They just can't stop. I mean, every app, or if you don't like this app, there's an app for you. That's how it is
Right.
nowadays in social media.
Do you
So go get your dope.
do you think these social media apps have, like an ethical, obligation? Or do you think it's up to the parents when it comes to the kids?
I think it should be a little bit of both because it's your kid. So at some point you should be monitoring. You should be aware of what they're doing on social media because it's a battleground. Like I was been saying, like, man, it's so much to get out there. And these kids, they're just new. Their brain wants to explore and they're fearless. So they're gonna get out in that internet and social media world and go for it, whether it's good or bad.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I don't think anything is good about this social media stuff, man. Um, so what do you think are some things that we can do to kind of combat it? Do you think trying to push more long form
Plug.
deplug? Okay. What about pushing more long form content so it's not just the quick stuff? Because I think that's really the problem, right? It's this, so if we can get people to watch videos that are 5 to 10 minutes or more than 5 minute videos, right? I think that would kind of change and discipline people into different, you know what I mean, like their brain and because it's that short form that I believe is really damaging us.
Well, everybody's leaking everything. When there is something good and it's a nice long content like a good show or a good doc or something like that, everybody wants to jump in front of it and say, "Oh, I got some leaked footage of it," or "I got some, behind the scene footage of it." So it,
Okay.
it it kills the anticipation because now everybody has these phones and everybody's so quick to jump on anything that's hot and they're trying to expose it just for their own fame and it may
Right.
kill the project.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I understand that. So where do we go from here then? What can parents do? You know, where do we go from here as far as the social media? What are their options? What can we do? How can we help them? You know, what
Well,
could be a
it's like anything else. Don't run from it because it's right there in your face. So don't try to take it from them. You know what I'm saying? Educate them about it. Get them to watch things that educate them about how to use it properly and use it in a manner that is going to grow themselves and be successful and not fall into the trap, because you can get trapped in the timeline. So you
right.
have to understand what you're doing on there. Have a purpose.
And
Don't
and do parents need to really be involved on their kids' social media, like parental controls on the phones and stuff like that? You know what I mean, to prevent things.
Well, they can't really do the parental controls. That I think that should be more on some of these apps and some of these sites
So you're
that
saying
it's
that the corporation, those apps,
yeah, you
that
remember how
platforms
back
need
in
to
the
have
day you used to have to be a certain age to do this and you had to subscribe to certain stuff. You had to be a certain age.
right.
I think it should be that way now. You should be at a certain age before you can get on TikTok,
Gotcha.
before you can get on Instagram, before you can get on these apps. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should be 18 before you can get on these. Now these kids can't even look at YouTube because they can't subscribe to it because you're not 18 years of age.
Do you think they should have full access to these apps?
The kids?
Yep, the kids.
Well, no. I think if you're under the age of 18, there should be a restriction. You shouldn't be able to get on these apps and do what the hell you want to and see all this content and adult stuff. And no, we should save that for what the parent wants to show you because they have access to it. And if they want to show it to you, they can show it to you.
Right, and you know that it's all our stuff is targeted towards negative and bullshit. No, you know, I think for kids it should be all designed to be like science stuff and educational stuff and things like that. I really do believe that.
But they're gonna go looking for the dark stuff.
They are
They're
gonna go
gonna
look
go
for it.
looking for the evil stuff. That's just a kid's nature. It's gonna happen. But
Not all kids.
when you've had well, all kids wanted to see a scary movie or something that their parents told them, no, don't go watch that movie. They wanted to go watch that movie even more. So it's just like if you say, hey, don't get on this app, don't do this, this is bad for you, but there's no restriction for me to go jump on this app real quick, I'm gonna
Right,
go do it.
right,
Now, if it says, oh, you have to be 18, the kid knows I can't wait to be 18 so I can do this.
right. So do you think TikTok is lowering intelligence? You
Um
think it's making people fucking stupid? Straight up.
I guess you could say TikTok is dumbing us down, because you got a lot of crash test dummies on there. And so yeah, in a way, yeah, it can fall in that lane. It can definitely fall in that lane where you're a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? And you're doing this for TikTok and you get caught in the trap. You know what I'm saying? It's a big trap. You fall right into it and you sink. And the next thing you know, you sitting there scrolling, you sitting there commenting. But what are you? Are you the user? Are you the dealer? What are you? You're the customer.
Right, that's what it all comes down to, huh? Are you the one making the content? Are you consuming the content?
Because you're a fan of somebody's stuff on there because it's seller media. So you're a fan of somebody on that TikTok. So you better
TikTok.
come get some social media awareness.
Join us again on the next episode. This was episode about TikTok brain, and I'm half
I'm Dre,
social media awareness.
trapped in the timeline.
Follow, subscribe, get back at you guys.
We out of here.